All right, we'll get ready for part 4. If I were you, I'd grab some Kleenexes because it gets a little bit sentimental in this one.
Okay, hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. I don't know if this works very well. I'm not gonna use the microphone. I shouldn't use the microphone. I want to use it, but I shouldn't. So, Aunt Kelly put this thing together. Very nice. She gave us a couple of prompts. So, the first one is a word I would use to describe you. Um, Without a doubt, it is selfless. That's always the first word to come to my head. That's what you are. You give everything and anything. Like an instance of that I always know is the most selfless thing that you've ever done for me. As soon as I told you about my mental state and how I'm feeling, which I was 17, within the next day, you had an appointment for me with the doctors, and within the next week, you had me in therapy, which was pretty cool, because if it were up to me to have to do that stuff, I would have put it off for a really long time, and in turn would have made the situation even worse. So, that was one of the best things you did for me. So, yeah. Yeah. Next thing is my favorite memory of you. I have two really favorite memories that stand out. My first memory of you, like first vivid memory of you, I was probably 3. It was like a Camp Grandma thing or something. I can't exactly remember. All I know is that me, Carolyn, Caitlin, and Erica, we were all together, and you let them go into a store. Carolyn, Caitlin, and Erica, you let them all go into a store by themselves, and you said that you were just gonna stay back with me in the car, but I wanted to go with them. I always wanted to go with them wherever they were going, and so I cried because I couldn't go with them. And I remember it so vividly because I was sitting in a car seat in your back seat, and I saw you through the rearview mirror, and you were making eye contact with me, and you were watching me cry, and like it was an ugly cry. It was not a real cry. It was just a crybaby cry, and you started crying too, but like you were mocking my crying, and it was enough to get me to shut up and just be like, why are you crying? And you were like, see, that's how you sound. And you made me laugh, and that's one of my favorite memories, just because it's like my first memory of you. And then another favorite memory of mine is getting to watch the Chiefs win the Super Bowl with you. It was so cool, and I really treasure that moment, especially. Yeah, because I have video of it too. I've never heard you scream that loud in my life, and it was really cool. And also getting to go to New York. I had a thought whenever we were sitting in that Italian restaurant with Aunt Elaine and Uncle Mike. We were sitting and eating those big pastas. We only got 2 because they told us that they're meant to like feed really big families, and so we just got 2 pastas and we all just shared them. And you guys were laughing and talking, and I was just watching you guys, because if only I had known that all the COVID stuff was gonna happen, that like in the near future that wasn't gonna be a thing that was gonna happen again. But I just sat there thinking that I'm extraordinarily lucky to have you, and I was grounded with it in that moment, sitting in New York in an Italian restaurant in Times Square. Just how happy you make me, and how hard you try for me when a lot of other people in my life don't make that effort. And yeah, so those are my, well, I listed 3 memories. I'm not doing a very good job at this. So the 4th prompt, I'm so grateful that you came into this world. And I'm so grateful that you came into this world, because I honestly wouldn't be here without you in it, obviously, just for like genetic reasons and like passing on DNA reasons, and also because I was at a point where I saw no future for myself, and because I couldn't see a future for myself, I didn't plan on having that future, and I pretty much gave up. I gave up on a lot of things, and it was a really dark period, and I find myself going in and out of that still, but you were always there to help. Even when I was in a bad mood, and even when it got really, really hard and I didn't want to talk about it, you still tried. And that was, I just can't even believe just how much you did. You put effort into my life whenever I didn't, and that's why I'm so grateful, because so many really, really good things have happened to me since then. And if I had just given up like I had wanted to, none of these things would have happened. And I'm so, so thankful. I really, really am. And I love you so, so, so much. I say this a lot, or maybe I haven't said it to you before, but you're my grandma, obviously. You are my best friend. You're my mother. And I love you so, so, so much. And I'm so thankful for you. And I hope you have the best birthday. And I'm sorry that not everyone could be around you right now. We haven't really been able to see each other or talk this year just because of COVID. And I hope within time that all of that will come to a head, or something happens to where I can see you every day again, because I really, really miss you. And yeah, I hope you have I didn't mean to be so sad. I don't know, is this thing on? I didn't mean to be so sad with all that, and I didn't even think I was gonna cry that much. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna record this real quick and send it, but no, I cried. I cried a lot. I didn't mean to cry. I didn't know I was gonna cry. Are you crying? Is everyone else crying? Are you crying? Are you crying? But, yeah, happy birthday. I love you. And what else do I add to that? Yeah, just happy birthday. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry.